Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show. Welcome to another episode of Mail Time Vlog. Sorry, I had to let my sister know that I was going live. So, today we have a package. This is a dear gift from my sister Lynette. Thank you so much for this wonderful gift. We're going to open her and see what we got. And we have a package. Oh, thank you so much. This is a wonderful metal envelope. I'm just kidding. I think it's inside of here. So it says made in China. China. Okay, how do I open this thing? Little pull tab maybe? No. Uh-oh. I'm going to try and poke into this and try not to stab anything. Ooh. There we go. Boy, this thing was very well wrapped. Let me tell you. Yay! We got another black pen case. I can't tell you how excited I am for this because I definitely needed a new pen case. Because for the last 6 or 8 months, I would have to take the pens out that I want to use for the next week and then put the washed pens back in those slots. So, and I don't know if you all know this, but like I don't put these in pen cases. I don't put these in a pen case. I have more pens that don't have a case. These don't have a case. So, moral of the story is I don't put everything in cases. And that's just half of it. I have an entire box of pens that could probably fill this case, but these are like my ballpoint pens and my markers that I don't use. So those can definitely stay in the box because I don't need them, I don't use them, I don't take them anywhere. Oh man, this is so nice. So currently, I have 4 of these things. 1, 2, 3. These have my fancy jelly roll pens in them. I love my jelly roll pens. And then these have my brush markers and pencils that I use. And you can see, oh Tish, that shit backwards. I only have room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pens. And I don't have enough room to put all of them. Hi, Lynette. How are you? So I didn't have enough room to put all my pens. And I was kind of freaking out about it because I really like these cases. So here we go. Huge thanks goes out my dear sister Lynette. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm doing good. I just finished having spaghetti din. It was delicious. Oh, I love that. I love that new plastic smell. Oh, it's beautiful. And it's got a loop in case I wanted to take it places. I could just put my pens in it and whoop-de-whoop. Off to the pen club will go. Well, I mean, I don't take all my pens with me because that would be a bit much. But I am very grateful to have a wonderful sister like you to buy me these wonderful treats. It's beautiful. Oh, I love the way a new case looks. See, now I have room to put my new pens in. And I still have more pens over here. And more pens in here. I could use another 5 of these. Don't buy me more. It's just wonderful. You're the best. Shut up. Thank you. I'm so grateful. I needed more places to put my pens. And like, right now, my fancy pens are sitting in a cup. Because right now I'm having a creeper problem. And it's easier to clean out a cup than it is to clean out my fancy pen holding device. So, and I don't know where the creepers are coming from. I have an exterminator coming on Wednesday. What's today? Tomorrow. I have an exterminator coming tomorrow. Christmas is just around the corner. What do you want for Christmas? Tell me. Let me know. I'll try and help you out. I don't have a lot of pennies, but I will definitely make you a card or make the whole family cards. Just let me know. It's wonderful. I love it. These Amazon people seem to do, these Chinese people always do such a good job of like putting these elastic bands in there, and they're fairly squishy. Okay, what am I gonna put in here? So I have, hi Will, how are you doing today? I love the cards. I have everyone you've ever made me. Aw, so glad. I have most of the cards that people have made me. All my cards go on the wall. Oops, can't see. And like my room is covered in cards that people send me and art. There's my Sibylla wall of appreciation over there. She sends me handmade art every 4 months or so. I'm very grateful to her. All good here at the Podunk Acre. I'm doing very good. Just finished having din. Want to see din? Of course you do. Yummy spaghetti dinner. Oh, it was so yummy. Although I find that Prego is a little sweet. I used to like sweet things, but now I'm a little more tame in the amount of sweet things that I like to eat. Okay, so what am I going to do with this? I'm going to put me see. I better fill up the old pens first. Just to see how many pens I got. Let's see. I have... Oh, what can I put in here that that fits? Because 9 times out of 10, when the loops get too pulled, they bulge like this. And I've had this one for about 5-6 years now, and I just put my large pens in there so they don't fall out. And then I'm trying to figure out like which pens that I could put in the new case. I have so many Pilot pens now, or PLOs, Pilot-like objects. I think I'm gonna put my Pilots in there. These are all most of my PLOs. Oh, here's one more. These are my PLOs, Pilot-like objects. Put all my Pilots in there. Do I have any more PLOs? I'll move this up. Oh, these are PLOs. Do I have any other PLOs? Pilot-like objects. I have so many Pilot pens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Pilot pens. I do love Pilot, however, I do wish that they would make a broad nib for the cheaper pens. Okay. That one's not full. Where is the full one? Oh, it's over there. Okay, good. So. I have one more PLO somewhere. I'm missing a PLO. Oh, there you are. Trying to sneak away. And then we will do the expensive pens. By expensive, I mean more than $200. And we'll do... Actually, I'll put that one next to there. And I want to put this one on the end. This one. Monteverde used to be some nice class cases, but at a good value. Yeah, you know, I'm not saying that there's cases out there that are better than others, but if you're on a budget, then these Amazon ones are a really good deal. And they come from China, whatever, you know. Those people are just trying to make a living, and I am all about cheapness. Like, I'm not saying it has to be cheap, but like every item except for probably one I've bought from China and had a problem with. Like one out of like hundreds of these things now. So there are all my PLO collections. This is actually Mahjong. I should put this one up here because that's a Pilot. Mahjong. There we go. Yay, nice. So nice. I'm very much going to enjoy this. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have left room for... I like to move pens around, so that way they're kind of in a family together. This one down, and this one down, and this one down, and this one down. Because I got this one, and this one will go here when I'm done playing with it. So, and then, let's see. I can put this one back down here. And then I can put my NLOs up here, my noodlers-like objects. Excuse me. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, blue, purple, gray, clear, clear. Actually, I can move all those down, probably. And I'm going to switch these out. I like to have a rainbow. Come on. There. Yay! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then I can put my pelican-like objects over here. Fountain pen revolution-like objects over here. And then I can take this one that doesn't belong in that family and put it over here. And move my Lamis down. I mean my Twisbees. Move my Twisbees down. There. Hey, now everything is in its little family. Isn't that exciting? Needless to say, I have too many pens. Just saying. Like, I don't believe I have too many pens, but like, I am a collector. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So, orange, yellow, green, purple, black, blue, teal. What else is inked? Problem with doing things like this is then I forget which ones are inked. The orange one is inked. Okay, I think that's everything that's inked. Okay, yes, I think that's everything that's inked. You're messing with my freaking OCD putting pens upside down. I know, but like the little thing won't hold it in. And I could put them in this way. But like, it's going to be flat anyway, so it really doesn't matter. This one is ready to give. But like, as long as can hold in there, then that's fine. Yeah. I'm going to probably buy myself another one of these for Christmas. And then move all of these into there and put this one in the bin. Because I've had this one probably the longest. And like, all of the corner ones are stretched out. And they're ready to go at any moment. So I have to be very delicate. Very delicate. And like, yes, I could move my ballpoint jelly rolls to the bin because I don't use them very much. But at the same time, when I'm doing like Christmas cards, I love to just like see them in all of their glory. And then be able to pick one up right from where I know where it's at. So, let's do a little treat. Okay, this one is a dark teal. I don't like the way this color is. I think I might have to change out inks. I have 2 more days. I can change out the ink then. You like lime green, don't you? Lime green. Shoot, I got a dot on me. Don't shake your pens violently, folks, otherwise we'll get ink all over you. Get ink everywhere. Dang it. This ink is naughty. It doesn't want to be connected to its fluid particles. love this ink, but there's something about the feed. It doesn't like the feed very good. I have to try it in a different feed. Hi Rahul, how are you doing today? Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know if you can see it or not. Some light on, maybe you can see. Oh, there, you can see it. Oh, it's so sparkly, I'm gonna die. So sparkly. So sparkly. Oh my god. I love sparkly inks, but this one might just be a little too sparkly. It might just be a little too sparkly. Well, you can do this too, you know. It's not that hard. After you learn the basic strokes, everything else is pretty much different parts of it. Every letter is different parts of those strokes. I was just thinking that I should redo a class for fountain pen calligraphy 101, because everything else is just upstroke, downstroke, overturn, underturn, compound curve, ascending stem loop, descending stem loop, oval, tittle, dash, connection stroke. E stroke, F stroke, K stroke, P, Q, R stroke, S stroke, X stroke, Z stroke. My nib is catching on the page, which means it's a squiggly bit. Sorry if you guys are hearing the dog next door. He's like popping off. I don't know why. So annoying. So an A is an upstroke attached to an oval. And then an understroke to finish it off. Not sparkly, maybe some glitter. Yep. The other day you answered my question, but the audio wasn't working. Why do we flush pens? I've never flushed a pen down the toilet. Do you mean when you first get a pen? So when you first get a pen, you're supposed to wash it out. Hi, Alex. When you first get a pen, you're supposed to wash it out because it could have like grease or like other types of particles that could be stuck in the nib or the feed. I mean, should we throw out the ink after 2 weeks. Oh no. So, for example, this is a Pilot Kakuno, and you can't see that, but there's like only a dribble left in there. Oh, you might be able to see it now. So there's only a little dribble in there left. And am I going to wash this pen out? I'm probably going to take it apart. But do you have to? No, you don't have to take them apart. You just unscrew the barrel, take the cartridge off, put it away. Don't throw it in the trash, because if you want to re-ink it, all you have to do is pull the cartridge off, refill it with a syringe, blunt tip syringe. You can get 20 of these or on Sew and on Wish.com for like $5. And so then you put your favorite ink in there, shove that back in there, boop, and then continue on your way. If it's the same ink. I mean, if you want to be adventurous, you don't have to clean your pens. But if they start to clog, then you need to wash it out. This is why they tell you don't take your pens apart, because it could void the warranty. What is a warranty good for? A warranty is good for in case it's a very expensive pen and something goes wrong with it. If it's got a gold nib, it's probably got a warranty. Clogged is the key. If it's clogged and it won't write, walk down to your local supermarket, get yourself one of these little glass weed jars, OUI. You can find them in the yogurt section, or get you a jar or a mug or something that you're not gonna care if it gets disgusting. Also, something that you can reach the bottom of it, because if you drop a nib in there, you're gonna want to fish it out. So the wee jars are perfect for my little tiny fingers to scoop out the bottom in case I drop something in there. And then just give your pen a little swizzle in there. You know, I mean, if you don't want to take your pen apart, we'll just pretend, just give it a little whizzle like this, like for 10, 15 seconds, okay? And then I'm gonna try and show you what I do with it. Whoa. I go like this. I just shake it, making sure that it's not that if my nib goes flying, that I'm gonna know where it goes. So you want to make sure that you're watching where you're slinging it, and just kind of sling it into a trash can. And make sure that the nib is, seated well in there, so that way it doesn't go flying. So just shake it off, and then you're ready to go. You should not have to take your pens apart. You want to make sure that there's no ink in there, and don't ink a pen and then shake it. But if you have a new ink in an old pen, you should just dip it. Just dip it in there, and you see how much that came out? That's probably just enough to get it going. And then you have to do a little scribbling for a while to get it to be that dark again, to wash all the water out. Man, this is an extra fine line. This is a Pilot Kakuno extra fine. I've been doing my morning pages with it. Oh, it's so extra fine. And that should last you a really long time. Sorry. Every time I do that in ink, I always think of Hogwarts and the Dementors, because it looks like a blue Dementor, kind of, a little bit. Now I kind of understand why Inky Rocks does things like this. She just plays with ink all day long. Anyway. I'm sorry, did that answer the question? I can't remember what I was talking about. Hi, the goat girl. How are you? You got a pen? I ink it. Nice. Flush new pens because manufacturing oils and cooling. Yeah. You gotta make sure that you get the oils off because oil and water don't mix. So what happens is if you have a pen that has been, let's say a nib that has been coated in oil to keep it from rusting or whatever the manufacturing purpose, manufacturing equipment did to it before it became in that situation, not all pens are washed equally before they're put in a package and shipped off to the supplier. So what you want to do is you want to take your pen apart if you feel safe to do so. Don't do it to an expensive pen, but if you have a Pilot Kakuno, it's pretty easy. All you have to do is put your finger on the bottom of that, put your thumb on top, twist, and pull. Some nibs are keyed. You can't get them out like that. So what you have to do is you got to do the wiggle wiggle. This is a Jinhao 159 screw cap. So you can't twist it, right? So what you have to do is you have to wiggle, wiggle, pull. And you want to make sure that you pull straight out and not like this or anything. Just pull straight out. So that way it doesn't like get mangled your nib. Finger on bottom, thumb on top, wiggle, wiggle, pull. And then if it's very, very, very tight, very, very, very tight, like you can only get it out once, just take the feed by itself and try and stick it in there. And then if it doesn't want to come out, that means that you got a good seal back there. So that's a good thing. Put your nib on top, find the key, it's keyed. It only goes in one way, so you put the bottom on the bottom. Make sure you don't mangle it, and stick your one on the bottom, finger on top, and shove it in. Sticking your finger right in that little groove there. Okay. Not on the feed, on the wider part of the plastic section, like that. And then when you pull it out, you can grab it by the base. And if anybody says that's what she said, I swear to God. Be careful. Oh, Sonic clears it, heat up. Yeah, so I mean, if you have an ultrasonic cleaner, I don't use ultrasonic cleaners. I'll tell you why. If you have an ebonite feed, there's an ebonite feed I can look at. I recommend going down to your local 99-cent store, Dollar Tree, Dollar General. You can find these tiny Dixie cups. They're like 6.5 centimeters each. Take your Dixie cup, fill it with water, thumb for wiggle, wiggle, pull. Take your feed and stick it in there with the water and just let it sit. There's no reason that you have to break it on an ultrasonic cleaner. And then every once in a great while, maybe for maybe an hour, you could wait like an hour, and then just put your finger on the feed and then pour the water out, and then put more water back in it until the water runs clean. It might take a whole day, maybe 2 days to get all of the ink out of an ebonite feed because they're not smooth like plastic feeds. See that shine? Those plastic bits are really shiny. And there's very little, like there's bits the ink can stick in, but because it's plastic, it's hydrophobic, which means that it's afraid of being stuck to the plastic. But ebonite is hygroscopic, which means that it absorbs into it whatever it comes in contact with. So this is why we have to wash our feeds, because in the process of making these, they have to have a drill that makes these slits pretty fast. And in order to keep it from lighting on fire, they have to use an oil that has a high smoke point, basically. And so machine oils are hygroscopic, which means that they are afraid. So if there's even just a little bit of remnant of that oil in there, it will keep the ink from flowing down the feed, and then out the slit. Okay, so you gotta wash your feeds. Now this one's got shimmer in it. I didn't even know. See, sometimes I don't recognize these. I don't see these things because I have pretty poor eyesight as it is right now. But if you can see that there's shimmer particles, all you need is a little toothbrush. I got a pack of these at the 99-cent store. All you gotta do is, I'm just gonna wash this one while I'm thinking about it. So, you got a little pot, stick your feed in there, and then just give it a little toothbrush. Okay? And then if it's running clean, then there's no colors or anything coming out of it, you should be good to go. And like, nobody needs to have a super duper ultra clean feed that you're gonna eat off of. Like, I just do it because I like having clean inks to go in other pens, because I'm a reviewer. I review the pens and the inks, and they should be true to their color. I did an experiment once where I had 3 cartridges and 1 pen, and I didn't change or wash the color out, but I did take out the cartridge and I put another one in, and then I wrote for a little while and it would change color, and then I take out the cartridge, I put another one in, and it would change color. It's a really fun experiment. But sometimes the manufacturer will coat the nib or the feed in a oil so that way it doesn't corrode or rust. But all you need is a bowl or a sink with a catch. I highly recommend going down to your hardware store and getting a catch, like a screen for your sink, so that way you don't drop any nibs down the sink or feeds. That would be very bad. Not just for your plumbing, but for the pen, and giving your pens a little swizzle with a toothbrush. And then once they're, like, if you have a smelly pen, like the Noodler's Conrad is pretty smelly. Here we have a brand new Noodler's Conrad. It kind of smells like vegetable oil that's had a little bit of hamburger grease in it. It definitely has like a stench to it. So go online, find an essential oil that you like. This is lavender. I got it from Walmart. And like a little dab will do you. So it's got this little thing. I'm just going to take a piece of toilet paper, fold it into quarters, two little drops, and then I'm just going to rub it on the outside of the pen so that way it doesn't stink anymore. And like you can do this with all your pens if you want. I mean, it's just oil. It's not going to hurt nothing. And then when you're done coating in oil, just rub it down so it's not slick. Ooh, now I have a nice lavender flavored pen. Isn't that nice? Now, because the Noodler's pens are made out of vegetable resin, whatever kind of oil that you stick on it, it'll pretty much stay there. So if you don't want your pen smelling like oil or whatever, then you don't have to do that. The acrylic ones, I think these are made of acrylic. I don't think they smell. But then again, my nose is tainted by lavender right now, so I can't be sure. I hope I answered the question. Let's see. I'm just going to go back and read some comments that I let go by. My hands up is a bad thing. So, ebonite expands in heat. So if you use warm water, or if anything warms up your ebonite, it's going to expand. And when it cools down, it will contract. And it will absorb whatever it is around. You're welcome. I do the same with a shot glass. Yes, you can do them with a shot glass too. I prefer a plastic one in case I drop the nib down in there and I don't want it to hit anything hard. Because I too, like you, use some sort of a shot glass. And I bent Pilot Falcon. Yeah. I learned my lesson. It was a $90 lesson, so Lexington Gray and a Heart of Darkness 4.5 and a free pen. No one needs that much ink, though. I mean, like, if you're gonna get an ink, I would recommend Noodler's Blue Ghost. It's a clear ink. It's black light reactive. And if you mix it into other inks to make them lighter, then they usually, 9 times out of 10, they go very well. So, nope, that's not the one. So I got this ink. I have no idea what it is because I didn't label it. And I want it to be lighter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and empty whatever ink is in here. Because it's too dark for me. I don't like it. It's teal. I can tell it's a teal. But like, it's like not tealy enough. It's not light enough for me. So, if you buy a 4.5 ounce, where is it? 4.5 ounce, there we are. 4.5 ounce bottle of Noodler's Blue Ghost, you'll get a free Charlie pen. Do I even have a Charlie pen? I don't know if I have one. I'll go Nip Creeper. I don't think I have a Charlie pen. What did I do with my Charlie pen? Oh, I remember now. I sent it to my friend Wumble Bumblebee. I gave her my Charlie pen so she could put permanent ink in it. Do I have any other Charlie pens? I might have gifted it to somebody else. Oh no, here it is. Okay, so this is a Charlie pen. This is a free gift when you buy a 4.5 ounce bottle of ink from Noodlers. And it's just a standard eyedropper because this comes with an eyedropper. Okay, very long eyedropper. But I really like using Blue Ghost to lighten inks because it doesn't interact with any of the ink properties in most inks. So I'm just gonna drop a couple of drops in here, lighten this ink up. Couple of milliliters, put the lid on, give it a whizzle, and we can tell it's still a very dark ink. Look, it's got some, you can tell it's going to be some sort of tealish bluish color. And then I'm going to do a little glass ink muddler, and it's still pretty dark, but it's much lighter than it was. Okay, I think that should be sufficient. I have done this with Lamy Dark Lilac because it's practically black when it goes down. The only way I can tell it's dark lilac is because it's got gold or green sheen, depending on what year it was made. And see, that's much better. I can tell that there's color in there now. I could even add as much as I want to make it more legible. Plus, if you're having a very stubborn ink, like it just doesn't want to come out of the pen, if you add Noodler's Blue Ghost, it will kind of make the ink wetter, so that way it will flow better also. The Charlie comes with the ebonite feed. Yes. And like you can pull the nib in the feed, and it's got a very large channel. And you can put practically any ink in this pen. I have put Sumi ink, which is a calligraphy ink that you're not supposed to put in pens, but it's permanent, so. And it's got a little tiny sealing gasket right there that you can't really see. There's the nib and the feed. And like, you just drop the ink right in there and make sure it's screwed on. Give it a good light wrenching, and it says right on it, it says Charlie. Charlie. This one's really pretty. It's got blue and purple stripes, a little bit of chatoyancy in there, and each one of them are different because they're made from a different blank. And it's a really nice pen for free. I mean, what do you want for free? You know. Okay, I can put that one in there too. Jacquardin has a similar pen. This is a Jacquardin standard pen. Fountain Pen Revolution gives this one away, I think. It also comes with a standard nib feed. Only this one is keyed. Can't really see, but it is keyed. It fits in that little slit there. Just gotta make sure that as the tines are lined up. And like the grip section comes off. Same thing. It's called an eyedropper pen because you use a pipette or eyedropper to fill them up. The only problem that I have with these is that they tend to leak on me. If it's a very warm environment and you're holding onto that pen, your body's 98.6, 98.7, and the warmness of the barrel will expand any gas that's in there, forcing ink out the nib. And so I tend not to use these because there's no barrier between the barrel and the ink. I like these ones because these are double barreled. You might not be able to tell it, but when I look down in here, when I look down in the pen, I can see that there's like a colored area and then there's like a clear area. Oh, you guys can't see it. Oh, maybe you can. There's like a clear barrel that goes down the center of this pen, making it so that way it's double barreled and it doesn't touch the ink directly. Oh gosh. If anybody wants one, let me know. I'll send you either a Charlie pen or a Jacquardin pen, but you're going to have to pay for shipping because at the moment I'm poor. I have to send a package to Gary Eves and it's going to be like $100. Oh, God, why is it so warm in here? It's been very warm lately. It's 82 in here right now. Okay, so now I'm starting to ramble. Hi, Shay Shay Girl. TCMSSG. Oh, Shay Shay Girl. I bought 6 bottles from Miller's because of the deal. It's really a nice writing pen. A little funky smell. MMD tips on smell. Yeah. Definitely find your favorite oil, your favorite scented oil, and rub that on there. And make sure and wash it with soap and water. And if it's a piston pen, use silicone grease to grease up the rest of your parts after you're done cleaning it, and stick it back together, and then rub some essential oils on there. I hadn't thought about bending a nib on glass. Bending a nib, oh yeah, in the shot glass. Yeah, you gotta be careful. When I first did that, I went on Amazon. Are you over here? Okay. I went on Amazon and I bought these. These are silicone containers, and I stuck that in the bottom of my shot glass so that it would hit the silicone instead of the bottom of the glass. These are for drugs, but you know. I tried lightning, oh no, up my diamond grape, added water, it didn't work. And yes, I used distilled. So water is hygroscopic, which means that it absorbs water, and the only way to get it to move again is to break the surface tension. The way to do that is by adding a surfactant, or something that makes the water wetter. And the only way to break the surface tension is either adding soap, a binder, which is like gum arabic, mineral spirits, soap, or white lightning. This is Van Ness White Lightning. It's an ink additive. And you only need a dip of a toothpick. So, if you have, I'm going to use a glass. For example, you have 1 drop on the glass. You can see the drop. Okay. You take your toothpick, the sharp end of your toothpick, dip that in there, lift it out, and then stick that in the pen's converter. Do not stick this into a bottle. Do not stick this into a sample. It will ruin your sample. Stick it into the converter of the pen is not being cooperative, and then if it bloops out on the page, then you've only ruined that small bit whatever's in the pen. But if you do it to a sample or a bottle, you've ruined them. So this stuff is very potent surfactant, and it only requires just a teeny tiny bit that's left on the end of your toothpick. Okay, so not even a whole drop. That's a whole drop right there. You don't need that much. That's like a year's worth right there for a pen. Charlie comes with Ebonite. Sorry, dog's distracted. That's okay. Name in honor of Charlie Hebdo. I don't know who that is. But yay, thank you, Charlie. What color is Heart of Darkness? It's black. Heart of Darkness is a fairly black. is also a very wet black. It's very good for calligraphy because it's more sticky, but it takes a special pen. It takes like a Noodler's Conrad, a Noodler's Ahab. I don't know if I would even put it on a Charlie or a nip creeper because it tends to dry out and get sticky. Nathan Tarver is a controversial guy, but loves ink pens and not making waste. That's right. Eyedroppers will burp. The more full they are, the less that happens. Yep. Oh, Gary in Australia, right? That's correct. I'll pay for the shipping. I have MMD's PayPal. Do you want a pen? That's so nice of you. Heck yes. All right. Well, go girl, just send me your address in a private message, either through Instagram or Discord, and I will shoot you off a pen. It's gonna be, I'm gonna rip off a piece of this. It's bubble paper. I'll make you a small package out of this with a little letter in it. I don't think I have any bubble paper anymore. I used all my bubble paper to send a friend gifts. Done. Let's see MMD's reaction. Yay! Thank you. Okay, well, how many pennies did you send me? You guys are too good. You don't have to send me things. But if you want things, it's probably going to cost 3 arms, a leg, and half of an eyeball. I'm just saying, with the economy going the way it's going, it's very upsetting. I want to punch things. I haven't gotten any notifications, though. Let's see. I did get a notification. Yay! Huge thanks goes out to Rahul for $25. Woo! Okay, Rahul, what's your favorite color? I need to put my tools away. Bringing them all out on my desk. Oh my god, an original Merrill Charlie letter. Rahul, what's your favorite color? Tell me. Very kind of you. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh. He who gives the pennies goes in the book. But you have to tell me what your favorite color is. That's the rule. I don't make up the rules. I'm just indecisive. I'm not good with making decisions. Clearly. My hair looks crazy. Dealer's choice. Let's do black. Oh, yes. We get to play with a gold nib pen. This is a Noodler's Conrad in the smoke colorway. It's got a Yovo 14 karat semi-flex extra fine grind on it. And it's inked up with platinum carbon black. I spell that right? Oh, I did, thank God. My brain was in calligraphy mode. Oval, ascending stem blue, compound curve. You would love the Charlie pen. Are you sure? Are you sure you want the Charlie pen? We could send you a nib creeper or Noodler's Conrad or okay. It's an eyedropper. You sure you want the Charlie pen or the JR Bomb pen? Okay, and so that we're not wasting money, because it's going to be a minimum of $5 to ship this thing, we might as well give you some ink. So, what color ink do you want? Dealer's choice. Conrad is a great upgrade. The Charlie pen. Good job. Alright, yeah, it's really pretty. It's kind of dark from afar, but like once you get up close, shine a light on it, it's beautiful. Got this beautiful acrylic. It's a fine nib. It doesn't flex. So this one doesn't flex, but the nib creeper does flex. Where is my nib creeper? I have too many pens. Oh, that's a gold nib. That's my Waterman. This one has a number 5 nib. Flexes a little bit. I need to finagle the flexy. Heart of Darkness. Oh gosh. Oh Okay, I warned you it might not work in this pen. It doesn't like, most pens don't like Heart of Darkness. I don't know why I didn't make the rules, but just to make sure, oops, this one, we're gonna break out Heart of Darkness. Why aren't you in here? What did I? This is Heart of Darkness. So this was from a pen friend, Chris Signs. There's only a little bit left in there. Let's get you a new container. Get you a container. Just want to make sure that I cleaned it out and dry. Because I do reuse my samples. Okay. That'll last you a lifetime. And I want to make sure that it works. So I'm just gonna fill it up and then I will clean it out. So how you fill one of these things is you get yourself a little Inkapet, put it in the Inkapet, pipette, fill it right up to the threads, right up to the threads. Okay, there's like 2 mils of ink in there. Make sure that you screw it on there and then just give it a little wrench down so it's nice and good and snug. Tip it up over the bottle. Give it a tap on the baby's bum. And you will see that it's starting to get a little air bubble back here. That's what you want because it means that the ink is moving through and getting into the feed. And you might even dip it in the ink to get it going. And it will take a little while, but you can see right about here it's not working on the feed anymore, it's working on the reservoir, so it should be good to go. And if it does start blooping out on the page, all you have to do is refill it all the way up to the threads. And don't press down too hard, but you can get like the teeny tiniest bit of line variation out of it. Teeny tiniest. So it should be able to write under its own pressure. Okay, that's a very, very extra fine line. Like, I have a very heavy hand, so that's a rather nice line. So there you go. All right. When you're ready to wash it out, undo the barrel carefully, not to spill. Pour it slowly. Take this into the sink. Wash it out. Make sure to rinse out the section as good as possible. And then stick it back in there and you're ready to go. And if you have to pull the nib feed, wiggle, wiggle, pull. Make sure that the feed is aligned with the nib. Okay. And then flip it over. And then don't force it. Okay. There's going to be like a sweet spot. You'll be able to feel like it'll just like want to slip in. You gotta rotate it a little bit, right? There is a sweet spot. Oops. And if you mess it up, try again. Just pull it right back out. And you'll see it'll slip just right in there when it's ready to go. So if you force it, one of the things that'll happen is it'll leak. And then just push it back as far as it'll go. Okay. And then if the nib is a little out of line, just move it with your fingers. Make sure that the middle of that feed is right with the slit. Okay. And then that should be all ready to go. I'm going to give it one good shake to get all the water out. And you see how the feed is proud there outside of the section? Just take your finger, push it all the way to the edge. Okay. And there, it's ready to go. Brand new pen, brand new ink. I'm gonna do a little bit of this. No. I'm not looking for it. It's right in front of me. Make sure that's good on. Peel this off, if it will let me. Carefully stick that on there. Oh, I forgot. I need to order some more stickers from a friend over at the the Dormouse's desk. Gotta get some more stickers from our friend Dormouse. She makes the best stickers for these things. But if you're in a pinch, you can use this old shipping label. If you see behind it, there is this sticky stuff. And I'm just going to use a little bit of this. I want to map it out though, because I don't want it to be too terribly big. Let's see, this one is about half a centimeter. Oops, what I'm doing. Half a centimeter by like, how big? 1.5 centimeters. One and a half, okay. 1.5 centimeters. Pencil. Boop. Boop. And I'm just gonna write this in with my Muji pen. And I'm going to use my scissors. I forgot to cut the top for a second. Oh. Put this on there. And a piece of tape over that so it doesn't get mucked up. Alright, there you go. Oops. I made it too long on the bottom. Perfect. There we go. Heart of Darkness. All ready to go. Now I need to wrap that up in a package. Oh God. Oh, hiccup. Move some out of the way. Put this pen back in here somewhere. Here. This goes in the package. Here. This one goes over here somewhere. Nope, that's not the, this is, okay. It's gonna be very $5-ish. Put your little note. Where is my paper? I don't know. We're gonna do some college rule. Or should we do 3x5? No, we're gonna do college rule. play with our new ink. Okay, it's a little sloppy because I'm starting to get sleepy. It's almost bedtime for me. I'm a little old person, I can't help it. Past your bedtime. Hi, Marcy. Aren't you supposed to be in bed already? You got school in the morning. I'm so glad that you found this zen like watching Bob Ross. Well, only the calligraphic Bob Ross, right? I don't think Bob Ross ever did calligraphy. But there we go. Dear the Goat Girl, here is a generous gift from a subscriber friend, Rahul S. I hope you enjoy it more than I did. Love always, MMD. March is tomorrow, the first day. I don't know what that means. 4 a.m. 4 a.m. That makes my eye twitch a little. forgot to put the date. Is this dry? Okay, it's dry. August the 12th. Come on. Sorry about that. It might be me, but also it might be March. We're gonna we're gonna call you March from now on. Marzi, your first day's tomorrow, isn't it? No, it was today. No, it was yesterday. Oh, PD. Oh, I see. Parents' Day is on the 11th. Scholars are on the 14th. Oh my gosh, how exciting is that? I remember my first day at school as a teacher. I worked all summer to set my room up because the previous teacher left me nothing. Not even a crumb. Not a stapler. Not a nothing. I was like, you person. Okay, I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to fold it in fourths because it's not going to fit. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be a shitty package. I'm sorry. Poor right now, and I don't have any boxes to put this in. Do I have any? No, I don't. Dang it. I thought I might for a second, but I don't have any more boxes. Okay, we're going to wrap this like a package. Like a Christmas present. I always do this. I always have to make a little editing. Do you think that the post office will even send it? I don't know. You might make me put it in another package. Bastards. They'll send it in that one though, won't they? Maybe, if I get the sticker off. Maybe I can put the address on that sticker. Yeah. 30 years worth of junk, empty classrooms. Oh my gosh. Oh man. At least you got stuff. Like, I didn't get nothing. I spent I had to have spent thousands on that room by the time I was done with it. That was awful. But I'm gonna tell you what, I was one of the coolest 4th grade teachers in the whole universe. I had planetary systems going, and I had human body to look at. I had all of the cool stickers. I was a really cool teacher. This is gonna seem like a very half-assed package. I'm sorry. my tape? I don't know. Oh, I do have a box. I could send it in this box. It's an Amazon box. It's awfully small for just like one thing. I better not. Do I have a noodler's box? Come on. I see you. Stop hiding. Haha. Oh, that's not a noodler's box. I have a Lamy box. I think it's a Lamy box. What's even in here? Oh, silicone grease. How about that? Yay! Actually, I should probably put this in the thing. So, in case anybody hasn't done this already, always put your wet things inside of a Ziploc bag, so that way in case they leak, that the post office doesn't get mad at you, because they can charge you up to $10,000 for hazardous materials. Okay, did you go in the thing? Are you not gonna be cooperative? Okay, good. Stick that in there. And then that goes in there. Okay, there, box. Now what's box like? Okay, there. Post office is going to look at me and they're going to be like, what are you doing? I don't know. I swear I'm up to no good. There are staples in this. Post office doesn't like staples. Can anyone tell who the crappy wrapping paper was at Christmas? Okay, if you couldn't tell, it was me. Okay, it was me. I did it. I have no regrets. If it was in a box, I could totally do it. Love smelly pens. $10,000. Yeah, it's about how much it costs just to get anything. And school wasn't cheap either. But my father paid for it. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I've never paid for school. And I've been through education school and medical school. My husband put me through med school. Thank you, Larry. My father put me through education school. Silicone oil. You want some silicone oil? It's too late. It's too late. Oh, the scented inks. My favorite is probably Diatramentis Lilac. It kind of makes me think of how my friend Kathy smells. Oh, the post office is going to be like really cross at me. I can just see it now. I'll take this back. Put real tape on it. They're going to be like, what is this? It's none of your business. Mind your business, post office. Just trying to send a package. Don't notice. They're gonna have a drug dog sniff it. Probably. They're gonna be like, this is weed. Oh God. I really should just take it back out and put it in a box. I could wrap the box. See, evidence of good wrapping skills. It's 2 pieces of paper, but it's still a square. We're gonna see if this goes. If it doesn't, I'll bring it back home and rewrap it. But these are the things that happen when it's almost time for bed. Silicone oil, I hate this stuff. Useless. What is this even for? A pen. June L. Super quality. Piston. All in language I don't read, so nobody got time for that. We, the disappointed, are interested. 99, y'all. 99. Bye, Marcy. Good luck at school tomorrow. Good night, Lynette. Thanks for coming. I will figure out the Goat Girl's address. I will put this on there. You guys won't get to see that, obviously, for reasons. But I want to give huge shout out to my dear sister Lynette. For without her, I would not have this wonderful treat. And all of you guys for coming to hang out with me. I really appreciate it. Now it's dirty already. I can't win. So, that's all I got for tonight. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe. Ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all, so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. Don't forget to check out the links in the description. I'd like to give a huge shout out to my members: Rahul, Wolf Kit Witch, Arcboy, Vermilion T, Simply Obs, Lynette, and Womble Bumblebee. If you'd like to become a member, you can do so for as low as 99 cents a month. Also, don't forget to check out the social medias, join the Discord, and if you'd like to save 10% off on your next order to Atlas Stationers, right now until the 15th, they're having a 15% off. Use Miss Marilyn 10 at checkout for 15% off most items. So, that's all I got. Get out there and enjoy your life. Be with the people you love. Tell them you love them, and I love you to pieces. Have a great day. Okay, bye.